Hey everybody, welcome back. James here again with you. In today's video, I'm going to share with you probably one of the most nastiest expanding slugs at low velocity, I kid you not, below 800 feet a second. Now, I did do some preliminary tests beforehand, but I'm going to shoot some random targets for you guys right now on the spot to show you how well these little guys do in 22 caliber that I made. Because I have been studying slugs, as you know, for over the past year or so, and a lot of air guns out there cannot shoot the velocities needed for slugs. And with that said, let me show you what I'll be using in this video. So I'll be using my AEA Challenger Pro in 22 caliber, as you see here, and it is set on minimum power on the dial, and it is shooting my 22.5 grain or so slugs that I made and created around 800 feet a second or less at the muzzle, believe it or not. And I have a target that I'm going to set up, random targets I should say, get set up at 25 yards in front of me here in my backyard and shoot my slugs through the gun here at the targets. Now I may do a video on how I made these slugs, not sure yet, but I do want to show you my targets down here again, about 25 yards on impact, under 800 feet a second at the muzzle, that is. So as I mentioned, I've already shot some clay and the results were amazing. I kid you not. The slug fully expanded, about 3 inches of penetration, and the entry hole in the clay at this distance was about a quarter size hole on impact. That's right, quarter coin sized hole, not a quarter inch. It was massive. So what I have here as targets to show you and shoot at is some very dense meat. I got a pork loin to shoot at, and for some meat that is not very dense, I got bologna, and I'm also going to take some shots at some steak tomatoes down here at this distance to see some results. I'm going to put a divider in between each target and the clay if it passes through to see the expansion hole on pass through. So let me get a target set up here. I think I'm going to start with the tomatoes and get back on the gun and shoot some shots. Let's do it. Okay, so now I have my magazine loaded up here with the AEA ready to go. Got the tomato down there on target. Let's take a shot. Woo! Vaporize that. Let me shoot it one more time. There we go. That opened her up. All right, let's go down there and check it out. Man, that tomato is demolished. Holy cow. I know this isn't that dense of a target, but look at the impact. Woohoo! Alright, I'm going to move on up now and switch to the bologna. I'm going to do the 2 packs here. Caught the slug in the clay. Oh yeah, you could tell the expansion was there on the back of the cardboard. Holy cow. Alright, I'm going to get set up again here with the bologna. Okay, here we go. Bologna, 2 packs. Keep forgetting I never adjusted my scope for these. Here we go, take two. There we go. Here we go, last shot with the baloney. Woo! All right, let's go down there and check it out. Camera's still rolling down here, cool. All right. Holy cow. That baloney is tore up. That's not just holes. I could see it expanded inside the baloney. Wow, look at those holes on the cardboard. And they're all still in there. Oh yeah, they even stopped. They even stopped in the clay right at the surface. Shrapnel everywhere. Holy cow. Alright, last but not least, the best for representation of animal meat is animal meat. Pork loin. Alright, the pork loin is set up. Let me get the gun ready and we'll take some shots and see what happens. Here we go, pork loin. Ooh, I heard that. Shoot another one. Ooh, that sounded nasty. All right, let's go down there and check it out. Well, there's the entry holes for the pork loin. Try not to get them right on top of each other, as you guys can see. Oh, they messed that pork loin up. Holy cow. Oh yeah, they're all just right in there in the clay. Jeez, I'm going to pick those out for you guys real quick and show you. Woohoo! You can see here the recovered slugs that I found playing with the clay. I got about 4 of them or so, but the consistency is the same. They expanded fully all the way throughout the clay, as you can see here. But that's not what we're worried about. We're worried about what they did on the simulated meat packs. And obviously, to tomatoes, they were really not that dense, so that didn't matter, even though it was fun to shoot, to watch them blow up. We're going to take a look at the meat here and see what damage it caused. First up is the bologna. There's a lot of shrapnel everywhere also, by the way. Whoa, look at that. That's literally like a... Wow, that is literally like a broadhead zipping through there. Holy cow. That expansion, I don't know if this was the first or second pack. We'll tell when I open the second one here. Wow, that is nuts. That expansion is crazy for this soft of media. I think this was the first pack, as the damage is not that significant. Yep, that's the first one. And that's not that dense, so only about 1.5 inches of not dense material. Now let's move on to the loin roast. I feel some deep cavity in there. That is deep in there. Wow. So I think I hit it on this side and it exited on this side because I can feel the cavity. Let me cut it open here. Wow, look at that cavity. That is about 1 inch of cavity in this loin. Let me take a knife to this one. Wow, that is the same way over here. Holy cow. These slugs are something else. And that's what they were intended to do, was to expand. And again, this is real meat, obviously. So this is going to be the direct representation of small game, minus the fur. That is crazy. Holy cow. So the clay obviously shown representing, I'm getting about a 1/4 coin expansion in meat here. And that was with the bologna also in the second pack. That is crazy. Well, everybody, I appreciate you watching the video as always, and I hope you could see here how damaging these slugs are. I mean, that is crazy. Under 800 feet a second, and they're expanding that good. I shot one of my white packs, and it got caught halfway in the white pack because it expanded so much. And again, clay is not the best representation. It's just cool to see the expansion channel. And again, the real scenario, the real deal, the meat here, not the bologna, but the pork loin, showing that much of a cavity opening inside the meat, right below the surface as it entered. That is nuts at that low of velocity, and it's just blowing up on impact. Woo! I must have did that slug right. That is amazing. And I probably will do a video eventually on how I made them, but for now I just wanted to share the experience because of what I've been noticing and seeing, and you guys seen it here on the spot as I'm doing it. This is nuts what it can do. So I've also never done actual accuracy testing out of it or grouping, but I'm hitting what I'm aiming at, obviously, so you never know. I might do that also. I might do an accuracy test with them eventually. But I just wanted to see, my main thing was the expansion, and I believe that I shown that very well with these slugs in this video. As always, thanks again, and I hope to see you on the next one, guys.